Hey everybody, at the Blind Squirrel here today. I'm going to go and do a quick video showing setup and operation of the Colloidal Silver Generator that I made a couple of posts about earlier on in the week. And one of the things I want to stress, along with what American Homestead pointed out in his video, is that you always want to use colloidal silver. You want to use distilled water when making colloidal silver. A quick demonstration here as to why. Here's a dissolved total solids meter, or total dissolved solid meter. This glass, we use well water here, but right now if you look, there's about 103 parts per million of dissolved solids in the water that came out of this tap. Running it through a distiller, okay, the result is 2, and if you shake the bubbles off of it, it drops down to 1. So from 100 parts per million down to 1. Okay, always use distilled water. Second thing I'm going to show you here, I'll turn the light off. Green laser. Before we start, you cannot see the beam more or less in the water. Alright? So, first thing once you've set it up is put water in the jar, and the way that this is set up, you can actually run a quart at a time, or you can buy half-gallon jars and run a half-gallon at a time. It just takes longer. Fill to about the line at the bottom, about 1 quart of distilled water. Okay? Take the bubbler, and this is where the bamboo skewers come in. Canadian maple leaf silver dollars. Pass an alligator clip through one of the slots in the bubbler top, and then use a bamboo skewer to raise that up so that the alligator clip is not protruding down into the water. These alligator clips do not have silver on them, they have chrome on them, and chrome is not something you want to put in your colloidal silver. So, connect them, slide the bamboo skewer through, and you can see here that the clips are not protruding below the bottom of the cap here. That's a quick eyeball reference. Okay? Lower it into the water. You don't even have to secure the lid on the jar, but if you want to, I recommend turning the jar, not the lid. Okay? So that's good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in, real quickly, the air pump. The air pump provides basically just enough air to keep some circulation going. I can feel the pump going here, but you don't see any bubbles, so I'm going to adjust the gang valve. Okay, there's quite a few bubbles there. Okay, just a little bit of bubbles. You don't want to do this. Okay, just cut it back to about there where you can just see some bubbles moving. If you look really closely with your naked eye, you'll actually be able to see some circulation going on in here. Okay, once that's going, come up, and the power supply, I've got both an on and an off piece in here to start the pump. Okay, you'll want to come around and you'll be able to hear it click once the power comes on, and you'll be able to see the power light is on the power supply. Now we're going to let this sit for about 5-10 minutes, and what you'll end up seeing is on the negative one here, I don't remember if it's the cathode or the anode, you will see that there will be some black oxidation that starts to form around the edges of the coin. That means that the process has started. That's why you wait to run the pump, because once you start the pump, the circulation makes it harder to basically electrolyze the silver. Alright? And since this is my first attempt at a video, this is going to be a single take video, and I will post some additional pictures giving you some more information as this is going. About 4 to 5 hours from now, I'll check it, and we'll probably end up with about a quart of roughly 10 parts per million of colloidal silver. Alright? Talk to you later.